10. Tyler Perry. Net worth, $1 billion. Before joining the Forbes 400 in 2020, self-made billionaire Tyler Perry referred to his financial situation as being poor as hell. After 11 years of marriage and one kid, the 53-year-old filmmaker, actor, producer, and playwright divorced Jalila Bekele in 2020. He hasn't been in a relationship since, but he's still a sucker for love stories, as evidenced by the fact that he let Meghan Markle and Prince Harry stay at his Los Angeles home when they first came to the country. Perry would do well to heed the advice of his most well-known alter persona, Medea, who reportedly said, "When you go on a date, don't give up nothing. Holding out will bring you jewels, furs, Cadillacs, proposals, and everything else, whereas dating and having sex will get you dinner and a movie." 9. Kim Kardashian. Net worth, $1.7 billion. Referring to dating, Kim Kardashian is a billionaire and the queen of shapewear, yet she has nothing to hide. In actuality, she favors leading a public life. Moreover, in the tabloids, on social media, and wherever else where she can make money and increase the worth of schemes, which Forbes estimates to be worth $3.2 billion. The 42-year-old Kardashian has had a tumultuous dating history, including 3 divorces, the most recent from Kanye West, and a public breakup with former SNL actor Pete Davidson. But she still holds out hope for finding love. And she is aware that a smart man is what she wants to find next. According to her, "I feel like I have to go to new places on my next route, I think. Whatever I'm doing, it's obviously not working." She also told James Corden of The Late Late Show in September, "I think the future will be like scientists, neuroscientists, biochemists, doctors, attorneys, maybe that's what I envision." 8. Nicholas Berggruen. Net worth, $3.1 billion. Nicholas Berggruen, 61, was once dubbed the homeless millionaire in the early 2000s after selling his apartments in New York and Miami to live in 5-star hotels. He has now settled down and had 2 children via surrogates, but he hasn't wed. He oversees the Berggruen Institute, a think tank with a focus on the future of capitalism and democracy, as the son of a wealthy art collector. Oh, and he now has numerous places to reside. Berggruen paid $63.1 million for the opulent Hearst estate in Beverly Hills in 2021, and a few months later paid $12.3 million for the 6,300 square foot home right next door. 7. Mackenzie Scott. Net worth, $26.8 billion. The 52-year-old author's 4% ownership position in Amazon, which her ex-husband, Jeff Bezos, established, is what gives her enormous riches. Scott appeared to sacrifice money for love in 2021 when she wed Dan Jewett, a former science teacher at her children's school in Seattle. Following a multi-million-dollar divorce in 2019 after 25 years of marriage. Sadly, the couple filed for divorce in January. Today, Scott spends a large portion of her time giving to charity. In less than 2 years, she has donated more than $14 billion to 1,600 different causes, including $275 million to Planned Parenthood and $570 million to the United Way. 6. Ken Griffin. Net worth, $32.8 billion. Do you enjoy a man with superb real estate taste? The 1990 founded hedge fund Citadel Advisors is where Ken Griffin gained his riches, but for the past 15 years, his obsession has been gathering trophy mansions all over the world. Griffin, 54, who has been through 2 divorces, is the owner of multiple residences in New York, including a $238 million penthouse in Manhattan. In addition to having residences in Aspen, Hawaii, London, and the Hamptons, he also owns a few upscale houses in Miami. Griffin has also accumulated a $450 million oceanfront estate in Palm Beach, as if that weren't enough. 5. Melinda French Gates. Net worth, $6.7 billion. Melinda French had a prosperous career at Microsoft as a multimedia product developer even before she wed Bill Gates in 1994. She quit the business after the birth of their first child in order to concentrate on her duties as co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the largest private charity in the world. After 27 years of marriage and a divorce in 2021, the couple is still dedicated to their shared philanthropic work even though they are both dating other people. While Melinda was allegedly dating a former Fox correspondent named John Dupree at the end of 2022, Bill Gates was recently linked to Paula Hurd, the widow of former Oracle CEO Mark Hurd. 4. Brian Chesky. Net worth, $9.1 billion. With Brian Chesky, the 41-year-old co-founder and CEO of Airbnb, there are countless vacation options. Chesky, a former professional bodybuilder who enjoys uploading pictures of his beloved dog Sophie Supernova, has recently been linked to artist Alyssa Patel. For the sake of keeping you company, he's still prepared to share his bed. He advertised a room in his San Francisco house on Airbnb around the end of last year as a clever publicity ploy. Chesky stated in the listing, "Stay with me. You can relax in your room, which is furnished with some of my favorite pieces of Airbnb history, or you can spend time with me and Sophie, my golden retriever, while I tell stories about the company's beginnings." 3. Laurene Powell Jobs. Net worth, $12.5 billion. Since his passing in 2011, Laurene Powell Jobs, the widow of Emerson Collective founder and chairman Steve Jobs, who she married in 1991, has concentrated on her work as an impact investor. Jobs, who is still unmarried despite dating numerous men since the loss of her late husband in 2011, including former Boston Mayor Adrian Fenty and chef Daniel Hum of 11 Madison Park, has 3 adult children with the late Apple co-founder. She owns 20% of Monumental Sports and Entertainment, the holding company for the NHL's Washington Capitals, the WNBA's Washington Mystics, and the NBA's Washington Wizards. She is a passionate sports fan. Jobs also owns the $120 million superyacht Venus, which was created by Philippe Starck, for those who value the ocean. 2. Jack Dorsey. Net worth, $4.9 billion. Jack Dorsey, 46, the co-founder and former CEO of Twitter, has been linked to numerous women over the years, but he normally keeps his personal life a secret. Dorsey, who also co-founded the payment startup Block, is a qualified massage therapist when he's not running internet companies. He also briefly considered becoming a fashion designer. Is there a drawback to dating Dorsey? He only eats once a day, in the evening, so forget about fancy brunch dates. 1. Elon Musk. Net worth, $187.2 billion. With 10 children, Elon Musk has the numbers to back up his claim that he only has one thing on his mind. The second richest guy in the world is still hunting for love despite going through 3 divorces, including 2 from the same woman. He once said, "If I'm not in love, if I'm not with a long-term companion, I cannot be happy." He also said to Rolling Stone in 2017, "Without someone, I will never be content. I die trying to sleep alone." But dating the 51-year-old billionaire comes with a set of rules, of course. One thing is for sure, don't tweet your whereabouts after getting off a private jet with the chief twit. Another question, what do you think about residing on Mars?